Shalom friends, Jeremy Gimpel here from the Arugot Farm. This week, the big news all around Israel, people can't stop talking about it, was that this week the Biden administration, for the first time in Israel's history, is siding against Israel, empowering the Hamas, a terrorist organization. They've sided with Russia and with China and then abstained at the vote at the UN calling Israel for a ceasefire against the terrorist organization. The Torah teaches us that someone who succeeds after failure is infinitely more significant than someone who just succeeds from the get-go. You have to go down to Egypt, become a slave, only then to be liberated to appreciate what freedom is. We were given the Garden of Eden. We had to fall, leave the Garden of Eden, and now the process of creation is a total restoration back to bringing Eden back to earth. And that really is the story of the Torah. What's happening to Israel? Well, Israel was once in our land. We were exiled from our land. And from 2,000 years now, we've suffered like an abusive child to an evil stepfather, persecution and anti-Semitism and crusades and pogroms and holocausts and Muslim oppression. And the Jewish people now have to emerge not only strong enough to stand against the world, but we actually have to go deep inside of us and rectify and restore the essence of what it is to be Israel. Because Israel was chosen to stand alone. Am levadad ishkon, a nation that dwells alone. And so for years, since Israel's founding, where do we look? Our salvation is going to come from Washington. Our salvation will come from the United Nations. They're the ones that give us legitimacy to call us the state of Israel to begin with. What if the United Nations turns on us? What if America turns on us? Who will be with us? Will stand alone? And the answer is yes. The final vision of the Torah, the final vision given in Zechariah is all nations will turn against Jerusalem and wage war against Israel. And what does that really mean? That means that Israel is going to have to stand alone, but this time a full restoration, a full resurrection will happen, and David's army will rise again. The nation of Israel, the Maccabees that are within us, will rise up. And this process that we're seeing unfolding with Biden and the Muslim vote and the Jewish vote in Pennsylvania in swing states, it has nothing to do with that. The real story is that Israel is being molded now. Everything that's happening around Israel is happening for Israel in order that we rise up, that we stand alone, and we become the nation that Hashem created us to be.